most interesting things about the Rubstovsk GrantsPass sister city is that it started right as the Soviet Union was breaking up.
It began in 1988 with a raft exchange with rafters from all over the world rafting in Siberia on the Katun River. That was an international competition, Project Raft, Russians and Americans for teamwork, and that was a citizen diplomacy exchange. Cindy Patterson heard about the goal, heard about the council's work, so she was the one who actually initially said, why not make it a Russian Siberian city? And so we pursued that.
There used to be the fear of the nuclear attack, where I'm sure it wouldn't have done any good, but kids learned to get under their desks. So we grew up with this really distorted view of the people involved with our enemy, the Soviet Union.
They were threatening people, they were cold, there were people with their hands on a red button that was going to be ignited at any time, and that was spooky. Well, of course, I went over and I found out that most of my ideas from a childhood in the Cold War were false. They're very warm people. When you talk to people, they're not interested in having a war. In fact, they're very curious. At that time, I was living in California and said, California, Disneyland, wow, tell us about it. They were very interested in Americans and emulating what we had.
It was very motivating to try and get to know people and get close to them. And of course, when you did, you found, yes, they're just like us in many ways. They have a life just like we do. They sharing their food, sharing their houses, and you see the differences in culture and how they raise their kids and how they prepare their meals and all, but it's all to the same end, and they're warm and friendly.
We received royal treatment, red carpet treatment, which we weren't prepared for. But then this amazing heart. Siberian people have a really deep heart, and friendship is really, really paramount to them.
Well, the main purpose is person-to-person exchanges, yeah. And many people have had just such warm and welcoming experiences on both sides. And I think we learn from each other's societies, the way things are organized. There's not just one way. We stay in touch with each other, and just have such a warm feeling. We feel we can't let it go. Russia during the 90s went through a really, really hard economic time, the collapse of the Soviet Union. One of our former mayors, Gordon Anderson, noted that all these hospitals had very, very little equipment. Particularly, they had no modern computerized monitoring machines and so on. With Asante, they were very generous in their donation. We raised a lot of money from our community and managed to ship it. It took a couple of years, but they finally got it.
I meet people here and they ask me about my accent and where I'm from. I say, I'm from Russia, and they say, oh, you know what? I heard about this, I heard about my heritages from Russia and this, and I said, okay, would you like to go and travel to Russia? I actually came to United States, straight to Oregon, GrantsPass, 8 years ago. And the first thing that I learned that we have a sister city. Yeah, we have this event called Russian Winterfest, which we hold every year in the beginning of February, and this is a community event. Everybody from the community can come and celebrate and learn more about Rubtsovsk. And we normally tell about the latest delegation from GrantsPass to Rubtsovsk or from Rubtsovsk to GrantsPass. We have a real Russian feast. And then we have Russian music, sometimes learn a dance, sing a song. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. And when you see a person from another country and he represents the culture for you, you learn a lot. So you see a lot yourself. It's firsthand. It's not like somebody told you, or you have some rumors, or you have like politicians talking about that. It's completely different.
The degree to which it can impact your life personally, enrich your life, is really beyond description. So you go in not knowing, you're out on an adventure, but you come back really a changed person. So this need for connection that we have as human beings, but across cultures and country boundaries, is huge.
Peace through people, to me, means meeting people, and if you meet someone that's like you and that you have an instant relationship with, then how can you have war?
Now is a good time to try and and get more people, not just in Russia, but other countries, connected so that the grassroots level understands a broader picture of the situation and what the special interests are.
Maybe there'll always be problems in our world, but this is a good way to approach solving some of them.